What up, my people? WandaVision episode 6. How was it? My thoughts. Spoilers. Now, I have to keep my eyes on the road. Most of these episodes of my review, well, you only got 2 more episodes, but they will be on the road since I see them Thursday night. I work in the morning, so I have to drive. And the best way to give you this video as soon as possible is to drive and talk, or drive and review my thoughts. Here we go. WandaVision episode 6. One is raining too, so people out there, drive safe. Rainy as rainy. Floors are wet. We just had a big accident in Texas. Let's not make that happen in California. Okay, here we go. Episode 6. My thoughts. First things first. Let me get rid of the fun stuff that I like, or things that in a way they gave you clues now what's gonna happen, or not clues of what's gonna happen, but questions that you had that might be answered. Now, first question was, what happened to the FBI guy? They don't give you they don't give you an answer for it. You know, the guy that was from episode 1, where he's underneath and he comes out of the underground manholes? They don't give you an actual answer of what happened. But, spoiler alert, the ending when Wanda goes all crazy and makes that hex larger and expands it, and then you start seeing all those people, how they're turning, that's your answer. So basically, the FBI agent is around there somewhere, stuck inside. Now, another thing is, I love how this part is consistent. I love it that it is consistent. So I loved it that Wanda was asking Pietro why they changed the face, why this, why that. However, they didn't really give us an answer. He just said, I came in, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that. Basically, giving an answer, but not really giving an answer, because, you know, we want to keep it mysteriously. I love that they did the 80s costumes, or the comic costumes, you know, Vision, Wanda, and even Quicksilver. I love that. I love that she actually said, why'd you lose your accent to Pietro? And he says it back, why did you lose it? They don't really give you an answer, but they're at least giving us fans, they're letting us know, hey, we're with you. We're with you. We're going to give you like little cookie to eat, you know? And of course, when she was talking like why they cast them, and the other guy, Quicksilver, saying basically that maybe the other guy had more important things to do or say. And then he takes off. She's like, kick ass. So anybody who doesn't know, but if you follow comic book movies, you know. But just in case if you don't know, yes, the original Quicksilver from the movie is Kick-Ass from the movie. Alright. Now, I believe that was all it that I wanted to get off my chest, of the little hints that they give you here and there. I'm trying to think of anything that were like little tie-ins, little this, but oh yeah, maybe if we're going along the way that it's a conspiracy, not a conspiracy, just your theory of that it's Mephisto doing it. Quicksilver's hair. I know they try to go for the comic book, but alright. 2 horns, Mephisto's the devil. I don't know. I mean, maybe. And then Quicksilver does scream to, I think it's Tommy, or I forgot his name, but the one that runs, the little kid that runs fast. Because now they show you the little kid's powers, the twins' powers. And the little kid, when he's running fast, Quicksilver screams, give him hell, you demon child. So now we got to go along with it. It's Mephisto. But just like the other episodes where WandaVision was talking about, when WandaVision's talking about basically how Quicksilver was her brother, that it was long and lost, this and that, and then Pietro comes out. Now they're talking about her parents, so I want to pull through for that Magneto cameo. Like I said, it makes the most sense for her since she's in grief, and they actually said it in this episode. You're in grief, and I came for the calling because you kept calling my name. So, you know, I mean, for me, I'm still pulling that it's that. Please don't be Mephisto. I do understand both ways. I understand if it's just my theory that is WandaVision. I completely understand it. And because of the way that the comics are, the movies are moving, I understand why it would be Mephisto. I do. Now, Vision basically escapes from her. He starts walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and pushing and pushing and pushing until he gets to Ellie. Oh, well, I'm not sure what was this, Ellis Street. But he starts noticing that on the edge of the hex, no one's moving. No one's moving. So then he's like, okay, something's wrong. Well, he's figuring it out. And then I forgot her name. I'm really bad when it comes to, I don't really like reviewing, but I like talking about them. But basically, the character that keeps coming out in like every freaking movie. The girl that keeps coming out in every episode. The main chick, the side chick. Well, she's in her car and she's trying to get out of Ellis Street, and she's just stuck there. And then basically Vision pops her head open again to see what's going on, and she just starts going in a rant that she got lost and all. And he's like, "You got lost where you were born, where you were raised?" And then she's like, "Well, you're Vision. You're coming here to help." She's like, "Am I dead?" And he's like, "Why would you say that?" He's like, "'Cause you're dead." And then she starts screaming, "Dad, Dad, Dad." So that was out of character, even for a human, even if you're just a human. So I was like, whoa, what's going on here? So even that gives me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, which route are we taking? Like I said, this episode was like a slow burner, but the ending when she starts growing the hex, that was awesome. It gives you little hints here and there, but it wasn't as good as 5 and 4. And before I end the video, let's talk about the sword. I guess you're showing that Rambo has, they're kind of pushing you to the idea that Rambo has powers. Now, I like the idea of Rambo having powers and replacing Captain Marvel, because one, I didn't like Captain Marvel. I might be in the minority, who knows. I honestly didn't like Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I didn't like her. I don't like the way that she carried herself on the interviews and all that. So, and her character itself, she was too OP where you don't give a shit about her. While Rambo, she is a human basically, but they're making him seem she's coming out more human and more likable. So if they're pushing for that, go for it. I mean, even in the episode, these last 2-3 episodes, they're making Rambo kind of like not like her by making like faces and they're like, let's not talk about her and shit. So yeah, this is a great way to introduce who are we gonna go with, Nova, Ms. Marvel, whatever you want to call it, as a side character for her to become Ms. Marvel. That's one. 2, the sword guy, the main guy, kicks him out for no particular reason. He just didn't like the fact that the way they were pushing for it. So my thing is that he might be a Skrull, and that's why he's acting a little weird and more pushing to defeating Wanda, even though she's very powerful. And then at the end of the episode, when the hex is growing, the Asian FBI guy and Rambo are driving towards somebody that's gonna get her something in particular. We don't know who it is. We still don't know who she's texting. Is it gonna be a big character? Is it gonna be a minor character? There's 2 theories about it, which I can get into it, but I don't like them both. Well, I like one of them more than the other. They're saying that it's gonna be Mr. Fantastic, or the main guy for Fantastic Four. But I wouldn't like that way to introduce him. That would be really stupid. You have a big character to be introduced like that. That would be like dumb. The other one, the one that I like, it might be that it's the little Skrull character. You know how she makes a little friend, like a young Skrull on the movie? She makes a young friend. So right there, that's better. I like that. But who knows? These were my thoughts. This was my mini review. Spoilers, like always. Wait for episode 7 because we do have 2 more episodes left. Who are we gonna get? Are we gonna get Magneto? Are we gonna get Mephisto? Or are we gonna get Tobey Maguire as a cameo? That's gonna be a big thing. Who knows? Only they know. Only theories will know. And for sure, hopefully you guys enjoyed my video. Wait for episode 7, because it's going to be even more crazier. And yeah, do like, do comment, do subscribe. Swat!